Welcome back to Krypton's Toy Vault. In this video, I'll be going over this Mafex Hush Superman. The box, this is what we have in front of us. 4 full sets of hands and 1 extra fist. 2 head sculpts and 3 Mafex for Poison Ivy Mafex. The head sculpts are really well done. They're not your typical like super hopeful, happy Superman, but they fit well enough with the theme and the tone of the Hush storyline. So it doesn't, as much as I'd like to have smiling faces, that's not the version they were going for. Flight hands, not much in the way of, there's no paint, I don't believe, but it's pretty well textured. Got a little bit more kind of relaxed open palm. And got these kind of more grabbing at something, less calm open palm hands. Got the Vine effect for one arm. And the other. And I think this one's supposed to go on the bicep, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, and it does come with 1 extra hand if you have the blue Mafex Batman. It has the kryptonite ring molded into it and painted. It looks pretty good, but the only one I have is the CT Toys, and it's black. It doesn't work well with the blue. I said to pull in Superman himself. Take a look. He looks great. It is one of the, quality-wise, one of the best figures in my collection. It made it pretty high up the top 10 video, and not without cause. Articulation is phenomenal. He's got double jointed everything, pinless everything, toe articulation. Ball pivots in the feet or in the ankles. He's got ab crunch. Well, he's got a diaphragm joint up top, and then the bottom is also on a ball point. So, like, he can get really leaned over. And pretty good back, too. You can go side to side. And the cape is wired with a pretty good wire. It does more or less what you want it to, when you want it to. It's about as good of a wired cape as I've ever seen. The neck is on a bolt inside, so you can get pretty good up and down, side to side. Yeah, he looks great. He's I tend to prefer the darker blue suit. This one's not too bad, but I like the darker. I would love to see a version of this from like a 90s take on a Mafex's take on a 90s blue suit Superman. I know they're doing the they just recently did all the Death of Superman stuff, but I want this in a darker blue, a little bit longer hair. That'd be pretty cool. I will pull in some other figures and do a little size comparison and show how this Mafex Superman fits in. Here we have him with my custom on the right. It was made with the Hyperion from the 2-pack. And on the left, we have the Kingdom Come Gong Studios Superman that I did last time. Looks good together. He's a little bit shorter. These two fit in pretty well. This guy's a little bit taller. Different. It all works. And here we have him with DCUC Superman and Marvel Legends. This is Superior Spider-Man. I think Spidey's a little too tall for this, but it's not terrible. These two fit in very well. I like them. Lastly, we'll throw in some G.I. Joe Classifieds. We got Storm Shadow on the left, and we got the Iron Grenadier on the right. Superman, I think, should be a little taller, but it's not too bad. He does have drop-down hips, so he might get a little taller. We'll see. Yeah, if you extend his, he didn't get enough. He didn't get taller enough to make a difference, but they work or they don't. Superman isn't huge, but he's not. I don't know. I guess it works just fine. Final thoughts. It's good. It's really good. I had heard on and on about how Mafex made the best Superman ever, and it was a fantastic figure, and just people glazing it non-stop. And I was really skeptical. I ended up getting it in a trade deal with a buddy, JB, and I very quickly understood why it stood so high on so many people's lists. It is a fantastic Superman. If it was the darker colors, it would be probably number one. It didn't make it to number one on my list, but I think it was number two. It is fantastic. It earned the number two spot. No doubt about it. It's fantastic. I don't know about current like going price. They're like $150, I think, if you get a new one. I would have a trouble justifying that price for any figure, especially a 6-inch scale. That said, if you get a good deal on it, I would definitely recommend not hesitating to do it. Or Mafex is getting ready to redo the new Superman and Batman, hoping it's going to be a darker blue suit. If it is, I will absolutely pick that up and add it to the collection. Until then, I am pretty satisfied with this one. It looks amazing on the shelf. It has the best posability of any of the Superman figures I've got. And the wired cape, normally I'm not a huge fan of wired capes. I don't like the way they sit. It's hard to get a more neutral, like, just drape to them. But this one is fantastic. The wire moves to where you want it to move and doesn't have a whole lot of spring back, so it stays put. And that is huge, in my opinion. This is a fantastic figure. It looks great on the shelf. I'm beyond stoked to have this in the collection. But when it comes to the Mafex Hush Superman, that's more or less all I've got. You've been watching Kurton's Toy Vault. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time.